Definitely didn't expect to run into you tonight.
I missed you.
You don't even remember my face.
It's Liam Crowley with ScreenRant. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. This is a truly, truly, truly special film. So it's an honor to talk with you both today.
Oh, thanks, man.
Chris, to start with you, there are a lot of moments with John that I found really communicate his psyche. The body language you bring to this character, a couple that I wrote down was you extended your full hand to Harry when he kind of kept it reserved, kind of showing the forwardness that you have as a character. And you still have an iPhone with a home button. Yeah. And that's something I pick up on because it's been so many years since. Are those things all on the page to begin with, or are those some of those nuances you're adding yourself?
No, I mean, those are things certainly Celine is aware of that you have discussions about. That moment with me and Pedro where we shake hands, one of the few moments where him and I get to interact, and there's so much to be said there, even though there's very minimal dialogue, because this is like, you know, it's a love triangle that everybody's aware of. So you know, you have these two men obviously competing for the same woman, so there's going to be a lot underneath a handshake. And I remember that scene really kind of feeling like, oof, like even just that moment, because we all have some sort of connection to these experiences and these feelings and the competitiveness, the inadequacy, the insecurity, and the love. So yeah, even that, I'm glad that handshake left a mark, because I really liked that moment a lot.
It was really funny, that scene, though.
Yeah.
We were having a dumb time.
We were having a dumb time. But that's the problem. When the three of us are together, we get a little dumb.
It's pretty dumb.
It's dumb.
Something I love about Celine's work too is the camera work. You guys are obviously seeing it in post-production. The blocking, of course, goes in. Dakota talking with you specifically about Lucy. There's a shot in the third act. I won't give the context because it's a spoiler, but a character says to you that you're using me. And when you say I'm not, you're placed in the opposite vertical third as the character you're talking to, and you take a step outside of it. Was that deliberate, or am I reading too much into it?
Love it.
I think that you are a wonderful person.
Really dialed in. Good questions, man.
I would love to say it's deliberate, but no.
Just say
just very,
Just say it.
like, I don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Intuitive?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Blocking communicates so much with a film like this. Chris, I'd be remiss if I didn't, ask you.
Do you want to be a director?
I would love to do that one day.
I was going to say, you got the eye for it. Yeah, you're picking up on all
that
these
means a
great
lot.
things.
Chris, what's the over/under on how many times you've been asked about Steve Rogers today?
You know what? It hasn't really happened. You might be the first.
You are?
Okay.
Who's
Well,
You're so sweet. It's Captain America.
I'll say
Oh, right. That's
there was a report in December.
Because I love Marvel.
You love it. You can't get enough of it. You're like, Marvel, sign me up.
You know what? Who else can't get enough of me and Marvel is the whole world.
I liked the third act of Madam Web. I'll say that.
You're the only one.
There you go.
It was fun. It was fun to explore that version of New York. Chris, I know you're not going to confirm or deny anything with Avengers related, but I will ask. Obviously, Downey's coming back. The Russos are coming back. As friends, outside of as colleagues, have you talked to them since they signed the dotted line?
Yeah, I talk to them all the time. It's where Pedro is right now. I mean, it's sad to be away. It's sad to not be back with the band, but I'm sure they're doing something incredible, and I'm sure it's going to be that much harder when it comes out and you feel like you weren't invited to the party.
Is it weird to see Downey as a villain?
I mean, I can't wait to see what he does. I'm sure it's going to be incredible.
He's a villain now?
Yeah, he's Dr. Doom now. Yeah.
You can do that?
Well,
Just like choose?
when I first heard it, I was like, but it's almost like it's like cheese in the crust. You're like, there's nothing more we can do with this pizza, and then you're like, oh damn, you know what else? What if we did this?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'll wrap up this, guys.
I can't.
You didn't like the cheese in the crust?
I want to circle back to Materialists to wrap up. Something said at the beginning of this film is that a partner that a character has makes her feel valuable. And it's said in a bit of a superficial way, but it is true. There are those moments, there are those people that you connect with in life that make you feel valuable. For you two as actors, whether it be a director casting you in a role, a part that you got, what was that first moment where it clicked, where you felt that sense of value as an actor?
Great question.
Celine. It's Celine for me.
Well, Celine worshipped Dakota. It was tough as an actor, she'd be like, all right, cut, great. Everyone was great. Dakota. Oh, and you're like, okay. How was I, Celine? Like, Celine just
And she'd be like, "What's your name again?"
Yeah, she'd be like, "Hi, sorry, you were just. Can we just do it again? Just Chris, just yeah."
Step right out of the.
No, she just threw so many flowers at Dakota. She just worshipped it down. She walked on.
No. We just had
did.
an incredible partnership, and it was. I felt valuable.
I might even say Downey. You know, I mean, there was. I mean, I made movies for 10 years prior to jumping on to the.
Because he gave you the call, right?
Yeah, he was the one who kind of talked me into it. I didn't want to take the role. I said no a few times, and he was the one that kind of gave the nudge.
You didn't want to be Captain America.
And I said no a few times. Yeah, I don't know. Just didn't want to do it. I was scared. I was intimidated. I didn't know if it was a big commitment, and it was just. I was kind of thinking about leaving acting in general. I don't know.
You're always thinking about that.
I know.
Me too.
Yeah, just trying to get off this train.
Should we quit?
Well,
right now.
Today?
Bye.
After this film, please don't leave acting. You both have, incredible works.
I'll say Downey.
Yeah, I'll wrap with this. I did just want to say a couple of thank yous because truly this, I feel, is like a formative movie for me. We all have those movies that like make us think and reevaluate how we approach life. For me, it's always been About Time, Perks of Being a Wallflower, and Interstellar. Those are like my three that give me a perspective on
Great list.
love, relationships, sense of self. And I had the same feeling leaving the press screening for this. So thank you for both like pouring your heart and soul into this.
Thank
I know
you.
y'all got a lot of jobs, but every now and then, one comes around where I think it's going to stand the test of time, and that's how I feel about Materialists.
So sweet.
Bam.
Thank you.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Is he actually 5'11" or is he 5'9" and is lying?
What's a couple inches?